We're Neek.
Ronnie, what you even doing here?
Probably our fucking rock.
What? Ronnie, what the fuck you just say to me? So it was Rock you fucking.
Fuck is you talking about?
Ronnie told me. He shot your shit with my baby in the car. She the reason you almost went to jail for shooting a fucking cop, Nick.
Running your fucking mouth to Penessa ain't no big dog shit. That's bitch shit.
Family turn on family.
Where's Nick? What you do to him? Just tell me where the fuck he is.
Nick dad gone for good. Maybe you thinking you next? You scared, Rock?
Welcome back, Top Notch Gang, and in this video you can see we're diving into Rock. She's about to have big problems on her hand with Ronnie taking out Unique, and with Ronnie's girl, his baby mama, coming after Rock, and with her thinking she's next on the chopping block. Ronnie already been wanting to kill her, and now his opportunity is finally there. I'm expecting him to link back up with Juliana, as we see in the episode 6 trailer of him knocking on her door. She already has beef with Rock, so Rock is not looking good for her, but she also has two more problems on her hand. One, Kanan. In episode 6, this is the episode it will be revealed by Famous that it was Rock who put the gun in Kanan's bag, who set him up. Famous let her in the apartment, everything like that, and this is gonna cause Kanan to cut Famous off. Now we're gonna make a whole separate video on the relationship between Famous and Kanan, but for the time being, this is the episode based off what we see in the description that says Famous unburdens himself to Kanan, which we all know is him revealing what Rock did. So we're gonna have to dive into that. And of course, the third problem is Lou. This nigga off the liquor can't handle himself. He will reveal to Scrap's mom, who will be returning, that it was Rock who took out her son. And the clip we see of Rock getting shot up in a drive-by, I think we can expect this to be Scrap's mom, and also expect it to be Scrap's mom who's holding this gun to Lou's head to get the information out of him that we also saw in the trailer. So once again, a lot of problems coming for Rock that we have to dive into. As usual, leave a like, comment, subscribe, and let me know any other characters you want to see me do a deep dive into for the rest of the season. So let's go ahead and get right into it. Now, to start off with the Unique and Ronnie problems. Now, I think, of course, Ronnie is gonna try to convince Unique's baby mama that it wasn't him who did the shit. We see a small clip in the episode 6 trailer where she has her head down, there's a gun on the table, and we see a small glimpse of a handkerchief, and of course this is what Ronnie be using to wipe his glasses. So I think they're going to be having a conversation about it, and she's going to be telling him that it's Rock. She knows it was Rock. It was fucking Rock being headed out for him. As we know, shot up Unique's car with their baby inside, like she mentioned in the last episode, and Rock also sent him to jail. So she's gonna think Rock was his downfall and try to convince Ronnie to go after her. Of course, this is what Ronnie already wants to do. He already planned on it, and I think when he meets back up with Juliana and let her know that Unique won't be a problem anymore, that they will set their sights on Rock as well. Because once again, I mentioned earlier, he betrayed Rock after Rock helped her out, helped take out her husband, and she fucked over her, went to her cousin, and now she's kind of like the boss of Rock, or at least was when Rock was still in the game. But now Rock is out, and we know Rock has a vendetta against her, and she's scared of Rock. We could see it in her fucking eyes. I mentioned in the intro that the drive-by shooting could be a plan by Scrap's mom, but it also could be a plan by Juliana and Ronnie. The only reason I don't really see that is because it looked like it was coming out the passenger side, and Ronnie, he looks like a solo type player. Bro don't look like he play duos at all. He does everything by himself. But who knows? It could be a plan they have in place. But one thing we do know, Unique's baby mama will pull up at Rock's house with the gun. Now, of course, Rock should figure out very quickly that it was Ronnie who had something to do with this situation, as her and Neek has been having constant conversations between one another about Ronnie. He already told her he's out here wilding. He was the one who took down Dean, and she told him in that clip that someone's gonna have to pay for this. Someone is gonna have to pay their dues, suffer for this, and I think she's gonna rightfully assume that Ronnie set this whole situation up. The point of contention really is, will Unique's baby mama go to Ronnie before she pull up to Rock's house, or will she pull up to Rock's house and Rock let her know it was more than likely Ronnie, and then she still trusts him, or she just using Ronnie? We gotta see how that whole situation plays out, because I do definitely think she would try to go to Ronnie and get help. Even though she's really scared of him, she is gonna believe that he wouldn't do anything to his brother at the very least, and see Rock as the problem, because she's already hurt after just finding out from Ronnie that Unique has been fucking Rock. So the problems are gonna start to rise on Rock's back, with her being targeted by Juliana, Ronnie. Once again, like I said, she has more problems on the horizon, so let's dive into those. On to Kanan finding out it was Rock who set him up and put the gun in his bag. This, once again, as we see from the description, is going to be revealed in episode 6, where it says dangerous secrets are revealed when Famous unburdens himself to Kanan. We see in the episode 6 trailer a specific line where Kanan said, "Well, I'm scary too, nigga."
I'm scary too, motherfucker.
And that's referring to, or I believe it's referring to Famous saying he only did it or only allowed Rock to come in because he's scared of her. She's dangerous. He didn't really know what to do. He didn't have no choice. Kanan's gonna cut this nigga off and be done with him, and he's definitely never gonna get back on good terms with Rock, especially because we just saw in episode 5, even though they lived together, he was completely ignoring her, like wasn't saying not a single word to her, and he even missed the meeting with the social worker. So after he finds out this information, he's definitely not gonna give a fuck what Rock has to say to him, and he's gonna continue to make moves on his own. Funny enough, this is the same episode he's gonna meet with Snaps, and he tells Famous in that clip, "This business is all me. It's my shit, nobody else's. I'm working alone." So when he cuts Famous off, I'm guessing he's gonna get introduced to Snaps, maybe by Ronnie, because them two know each other, connect with one another, but he will meet up with Snaps. Once his relationship is fully broken with him and Rock, this is when I think Rock starts to use Jukebox to gain information to what's going on in Kanan's life. We see in a previous trailer of Jukebox telling Rock how Kanan's kicking it with some old heads, he's changed. Now Ronnie is in this picture with these old heads, with Snaps, with Kanan, everybody like that. We don't know if Jukebox will meet Ronnie in any of these situations, or if she will know Ronnie is around Kanan. We just recently saw Kanan and Ronnie met in episode 5. It was short, it was brief. He just asked him if he worked for Unique, if he was pushing heroin. Kanan was like, he don't know shit about no heroin, and they moved on. But once again, I already made a full video on how I do think an alliance between them is gonna form, especially with them both being connected to Snap. So make a long story short, Kanan, when he get this information from Famous, he's cutting off him and his mom, and he's never looking back. He's taking a full step into the streets, and there's nobody who could tell him anything at this point. He's too far gone. Last but not least, once again, Lou is gonna let it slip that it was Rock and them that took out Scrap. We see in the description for episode 7, Lou's drinking causes a problem for the whole family when Chantel goes looking for justice. We know he's been having a problem this whole season, drinking since episode 1, trying to cope with the killing he had to do of the Wiz and the setting up he had to do, the part he played in taking out Scrap. We seen him cried to Marvin about it. He was down saying fuck Rock, she's the reason all this happened, Scrap wasn't no snitch. And now it looks like the problems are only gonna get worse as he's gonna get drunk once again, and we saw it, made a whole video about this, the gun to his head, who it could possibly be. Turns out it's more than likely gonna be Scrap's mom, once again like the description says, looking for justice. And with the gun to his head, he's gonna reveal it was Rock who took down Scrap, and we have to see what she decides to do with this information, go to the police, or she will take matters into her own hands. Once again, we saw in the trailer Rock, she's gonna get caught up in a drive-by shooting. We have no idea who it's gonna be. That doesn't really seem like Ronnie's style based off the 3 kills, or if Unique is dead, 3 kills with Unique, the bouncer from the club, and Dean. That doesn't seem like his style of a kill. So it could have something to do with Juliana, or possibly Scrap's mom setting up this whole situation to take down Rock to get revenge for her son. And now we know Lou and Rock are gonna meet up for the first time within the next episode, and he tells her it's not about the things you've done, it's about who you are as a person. He doesn't think she can change, and he's not really on her side. So we gotta see what the repercussions would be of him letting this information slip. But this is just another problem that's on Rock plate because of Lou. Overall though, that's it for this video. You guys can let me know what you think about all the problems that's on Rock plate currently, and which one do you think is the biggest, the easiest to solve, or if there's any other problems I left out. But as usual, you guys know, leave a like, comment, subscribe, and I'm out.